All right, welcome back for another Treats for the Beast. I am sorry that I missed last week. I can't even remember everything that was going on, but it was a really crazy busy week, and I am elbows deep in getting ready for Festival of the Photocopier. And I've got my exhibition with the little Cupid doll that I've shown you some stuff with coming up in just a couple of weeks as well. So I've really got to get grinding. I've got 22 days to finish it and deliver it. Oh, excuse me. So that's huge. But that has given me some time for some exciting stuff to happen. So yeah. First things first, I got Usagi Yojimbo Volume 1 in the post, and it is really good. I'm only a little ways in, but I love the little dinosaurs all through it. It's a really cute touch, like all the little critters that Akira Toriyama puts in the backgrounds of his books as well. I'm really enjoying those little guys scampering around in the forest and in the backgrounds of everything. And I can see why everyone loves it and why they talk about Stan Sakai being such a good cartoonist. I'm really looking forward to reading it more, and I can see that I will be coming back to it a lot in order to reference and understand things when drawing, Snuffles the Indomitable in the future. So I'm really excited about that. And when I finish reading it, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more at length in whatever week's newsletter it is that week. Other good news, No Capes is almost done recording the new season. Still working on finishing editing the last season. Thanks to my buddy helping me with that, and I'm going to help finish off the remaining episodes that need to be done. But yeah, those are coming along. I recorded with Sora from Comics.1 today, Chris Gooch yesterday, Steens, Guava Jagular the day before yesterday. Shoot, I can't even remember who else I've recorded with so far. But it's been great. It's been really, really good. I'm definitely a bit rusty, but it's been good starting to get back in the swing of things. And hopefully, if this Ko-fi stuff can start taking off between now and next year, I will be able to start making a bit more money and pay an editor, which means I'll be able to keep it going a lot easier, which is good. I've said it before, if I could get just like 10 subscribers to the sketch card tier, I would have enough money to pay an editor every month to edit an episode of No Capes, or to pay a collaborator to draw a comic book page for one of the various books that I'm developing. So if I could get 10 of those, and then if I could also get 10 of the $10 sticker club tier, that would mean that I would definitely be able to do both of those things, get a page done once a month and pay an editor once a month to help with those things. And that would be really cool to keep this ball rolling. So, 20 subscribers overall, it wouldn't pay my bills, but it would pay those bills to start making more comics and keep No Capes going. So I'm really excited about that potential, possibility in the future. What else? Today I got a big delivery. So some of you know that I am partnered up with Avarix. They sponsored me to get a proper artist banner, the long, tall ones for conventions. They sent me a bunch of free product to help get me a head start on my stickers to sell at conventions and stuff like that, which enabled me to double my sales at PopCon last year. And I've got the affiliate code with them for 10% off. So, I'll mention that 10% off your first order with Avarix if you use the code BrainBeast10. And thanks to that affiliate code, apparently a lot of you have used it, and I was able to order like 500 sheets of vinyl. I got like 250 in matte white and 250 in holographic. 200 of the clear laminate. Yeah, 200 holographic and 250 of matte white. And I don't know if you can hear it or not with the noise cancelling on this microphone. You probably can't, but my printer is working hard over there right now, printing out the first batch. I think it's on like page 45 right now. It doesn't look like there's many pages left of that first packet. So that's exciting. to be able to really stock up and be able to start doing more things like sending freebies out to people, doing giveaways, and um, start getting my stickers stocked in places like Stash up in Brisbane and stuff like that. It's very exciting. Um, what else? Oh, the Lizard Wizard Jam is almost over. It is the 30th today, which means that tomorrow is the deadline. So no more peep cards will be getting sent out to people for this particular jam, and yeah, I'll be wrapping it up on Monday, Tuesday. I've already been putting everyone's cards into the overlay as it goes. It's looking really, really good. I'm really liking it. I will drop the cover as a post here on Ko-fi so you can see it later. And I'll also drop the PDF when it's done for subscribers to read as well. And of course, I will also drop the PDFs for my new zines. So this zine, the sketch card zine, will be done and dusted, ready for next weekend. I'm not sure how many copies I'll have ready for next weekend, but I'm going to print out as many as I can, staple them, and get them trimmed and ready to go. I'm just about done with my Lizard Wizard. I'm doing a native lace monitor as my lizard. So I'll be finished that later tonight. And I have finished, I've finished sightings. So I've got 50 copies of this printed. I'm in the process of trimming them and folding them. I'm going to trim, fold, and staple as many of these as I can before next weekend. But I'm just going to make sure that I have like as close to all of the ones that I've printed trimmed so that I can still be like, folding and stapling at the event if I have to. And Get Snuffled Idiot is finally finished. So instead of a one-pager, I changed it to a little zine, a little mini comic. So I'll drop the PDF for that as well when I'm done here. And a new one with Guava Jagular. It's called Oh the Humanity. And I am so excited about this. Guava's art is so cute. I wrote it. Guava helped me tweak it a little bit, and then Guava drew it, and I colored it, and Guava lettered it as well. I literally finished it last night at like midnight, and I've printed a whole bunch of copies today. I think I've printed about 40 copies, maybe 50. I sort of printed it as I found all the paper in my office, so I kind of lost count. Yeah, but those are done, which is really, really exciting. I have finally finished putting backs on all of my old edition sketch cards, which were previously just the one layer of the 250 GSM archival art card. So these all have proper backs now, and they will be ready for future Sketch Card Club subscribers, which I'm really excited about. And I'm going to start drawing some more of these. I'm going to make it a point to draw some of these on Fridays, I think. Maybe Tuesdays. I'll figure it out. I'm just going to sit down and at least pencil 3 sketch cards every week so that I can keep building up that thing, because I really like doing them. But I have been sort of sacrificing working on those to finish working on projects to get ready for Festival of the Photocopier. But I've got nothing new going on until April now. So I've got, what, 3 new zines already. I've got 1 more mini comic to finish between now and April. And then it'll be whatever else I can make in my downtime. So I'm going to focus on getting a bunch more of these sketch cards done. I have to just finish off the last sketch cover for the Kickstarter, which I'm not rushing on it right now, but I do want to just finish nailing it down and bashing it out, because the person who backed that one backed for the sketch cover plus full-size commission tier, and they want to make their commission like a group shot, so they're just saving up a little bit of extra money to pay to change that from a single character to a group shot. So they're not in a rush, but I do want to finish that sketch cover so I can lock that down and put that down as done. so I can prepare the Kickstarter for Double Billing Volume 2. As soon as Jenny's finished with those pages, I'll be starting on coloring them, and I'll be ready to launch the Kickstarter. So as soon as Jenny is finished with those pages and I've finished coloring like the first page, I'll put all that into the Kickstarter and get ready to start preparing to launch Double Billing Volume 2. Because the other story is already fully finished. So literally all that will need to be done is coloring and lettering on Jenny's story. Everything's done on the other story, ready to go except for a cover. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. That'll be this year sometime. Double Billing Volume 2 will be this year sometime. Double Billing is available on print on demand now. You can, excuse me, you can go to my comics.one page, go to Double Billing, and you can order a printed copy via print on demand as they've just launched that. I'll be putting some other things up there. I'll be putting this one up there. Once I finish this sketch cover so that I know that all those rewards are done, I'll be finishing coloring The Man Who Found the Future, which means that a new full color with a new cover version of Triple Shot will get done. I'm doing a fun coffee themed cover for that. And that will actually go up on my comics.one as well, for print on demand. What else? That's a good question. Let me check if there's any anthologies that are still open right now. I think there's pretty much, there's not a lot of new stuff. Top Cow has announced a talent search for artists. I'll link that in the comments below. It's like the Mad Cave talent search, but for Darkness and Witchblade. So definitely check that out. I am not going to get into that one because I don't have the time for it. I don't really want to do sequentials for other people. I just want to do sequentials for myself. I'm not fast. What do we got here? Okay. Iron Circus their live machine is still running. It closes in 2 days on February 1st. Cutie Cutie Comics, Cutie number 79 zine, that's K-U-T-I. That could be supposed to be Cutie, but it could be Cutty. I don't know. I think it's Cutie Cutie. They're looking for 1 to 8 page short stories. Yeah, so I will just have a look. There's no theme, which is cool. Yeah, it's coming out in March, but the deadline is February 9th for that one. I'll link all these below. Paravox volumes 1 to 4 are looking for comics for several issues. Let's have a quick look. It's a space for anti-racist comics made by a collection of international comics creators. Cool. Yeah, so they're looking for stories for a few different things. Palestine-themed stories, deadline February 15th. Anti-racism, April 5th deadline. Snitch Society, deadline May 5th. Misinformation, deadline July 5th. So there you go. I'll link that as well. Dead Duck Zine has a murder mystery zine, and they're looking for golden age crime stories set in a 1930s British holiday resort. You can apply as a writer or an artist. February 20th deadline. There's a couple of others here that are kind of rolling deadlines that we've talked about before. So I will drop all of those in the links below, and just do a little write-up about it. Check your local conventions for if they've got applications open for Artist Alley and all that sort of thing, which is always good. Don't think I've got any new and exciting resources to talk about today. Oh, actually, I do have a website that I would like to share. Let me just... How am I going to do this? I can't... Can I? No, I can't turn my camera around mid-recording. So I will link it in the description below so you can go and check it out specifically. And I'll see if I can find the point in my VOD from my subathon last year, from the Snuffles launch party actually, um, when I used it with Guava and Every Tiny Tale. It's a collaborative canvas where you send the invite to several people and you can all draw on the same canvas live, which is great for streaming, fun for Discord hangouts and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it for that. And I want to do like collaborative jam pieces where everyone drops their characters in and stuff like that. And it is called Magma. It's magma.com, and I'll link that below, and definitely go check it out. They're actually also doing, oh cool, they've got like live art jams on the front page that you can join into too, which is rad. I'll definitely do that occasionally. I'm a bit busy today, but definitely will check that out. Yeah, so there you go. That's everything for now, I think. It's been 15 minutes. I've rambled for long enough. Yeah, I think that's everything for now. I don't have a lot else exciting to give you news about the industry, about the world. Oh, actually, there was this new thing happening in New South Wales. I'll drop the link again, but let me just find Folio Comics is teaming up with, oh, sorry, no, Creative Australia is teaming up with a group of people to launch Folio, a new website dedicated to stories of Australian comics. Folio is a new website for creators, readers, and researchers that showcases stories from the Australian comics community from 1980 to 2020. There's a webinar happening. Yeah, cool. And it was produced through a partnership with University of Melbourne, RMIT. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I've talked to a couple of people about this now, but I'm really surprised, especially with this being in Victoria, that I didn't hear about this at any point in its development. Nobody's reached out to me or anything like that. I've been running the Australia and Aotearoa comic creators Discord and trying to get like very, very prevalently engaged with the community and unite the community in Australia for 7 years now. Not everyone knows me. I don't expect everyone to know me, but I've been very publicly and very loudly trying to unite the Australian comics community for a really long time. So I don't know who's involved in this that I didn't hear about it until it was launching. Often when it's an Australian government and university collaboration thing like this, there's just like one or two people that happen to go to the university that get approached. Um, and the greater community at large doesn't find out about it until either it pops up or after it's happened. Because it's not been mentioned by any creators in the Discord. Not a single other Australian comic book creator has gone, hey, do you hear about this? It was literally someone I know who is a wonderful artist, but is not a comic book creator, that sent me a message going, hey, do you know about this? I was like, wow, well, okay, no, I don't, but this is cool. It's interesting, but I'm very surprised that I didn't hear about it before now, which was interesting. So I'm interested to see who is behind it and how it goes, like what it actually happens to do and be. Because like if it's supposed to be about the Australian comics community up until 2020, I had a couple of comics out by then. They're probably not featured. I don't know how to get them featured, but I'll look into it. I'm very curious. But hopefully, like more coverage and front and center of Australian comics, you would think could only be good for the community. So I am very excited about this project. I'm just surprised that I didn't hear about it until it was already launching. Um, yeah, it's taken me by surprise that literally no one I know mentioned it and hadn't heard about it themselves. So it must be a fairly small team, I guess. Good on them, but yeah, it's interesting. Um, this kind of thing happens so often. And this is the problem with the Australian community. Not that everybody is like ignorant and doesn't like each other or anything like that. No, not at all. But Australia is so large and spread out, so much distance in between the cities, so much distance between a city and its nearest town, that there's so many small, tiny like bubbles of creators that don't know anyone else, that don't know each other, which is why I started the Discord. And I'm slowly starting to get more people again at the moment, which is great. But there's so many little pockets of creators that don't know each other, because we don't see each other, because it costs so much to travel interstate for conventions. Um, and it's so hard to get FaceTime with other creators. So, it's not surprising that something like this popped up in a little bubble, but it does surprise me that something that's like this big and connected with the Australian government, that I did not hear about it beforehand. So I'm looking forward to finding out more. Yeah, all right. Well, that is it for this week. I'm gonna go and upload this. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this with no captions right now so that it can just be out on time, and then I'll add the captions and fix it up on Monday. So stay tuned. I'll see you next week. Bye.